Well, hey, okay, that did something super weird on my end. I'm really hoping it didn't do that on your end. Let me back up in case it did. Okay. I hate that they just keep changing this stuff, and like this seems like it's super hyper zoomed into my face, which I am not a fan of. Anyways, let's talk about the forecast, shall we? So much energy coming this week. We have the new moon on the 27th. It's a big gateway opening, and this is the beginning of the activation that I've been talking about for so long for September. So, ooh, get ready. You're going to feel the speed picking up. The other thing that we're really experiencing is people demonstrating their truth. You are starting to see people's like absolute truth, their real colors, their um, like people are just being so vulnerable and transparent that it's like it's gorgeous, but it's also like, oh, you need to go and you need to go and out of the way, sir, or ma'am, or whatever. And then there's other people that are coming into your life that or are in your life that are just being activated. And September is a massive activation, an awakening month where we're going to see a lot of 3D move into 4 or 5D. And those of you who have been following for a while know exactly what that means. But it's very transformational. So that's really cool. I cannot get over how whacked out this video looks. It's making me super uncomfortable seeing my face up that close. I really hope it's not coming through on that way, but let's just get into the energy. So yeah, we're seeing transparency. We are seeing people coming to their truth. We are seeing epiphanies, self-actualization, clarity, desire coming to fire, man. It's awesome. So that's really brilliant. I love that as well. But what I want to do is talk about how we can navigate the energy for the entire week, especially the 27th, because it's a big energy. So every Monday, Thursday, so we've got some really amazing things going on with Diamond No Mentoring. First thing, we do an energy breakdown every single Monday and Thursday of the day, night, each day and night of the week, with clarity, with awakening tips, with how to move through this energy, how to take advantage of it, how to navigate your own journey. There's meditation tips, healing inner child. Like it's full of delicious information. So I want to remind you of that. And then we're launching a new membership, which is really exciting. We are launching, we have just launched, it's called Starseed Awakening. So it is for lightworkers and starseeds that aren't quite sure what this is all about. Like, I feel like I might identify as a starseed. I don't know if I am one. I might be a lightworker. I'm not sure. So it is a beautiful awakening live video once a week that's pre-recorded, or sorry, that's live, and then you get the recording posted. There's a chat forum for you that is completely private, safe, and confidential. And then those people in that group will eventually get invited to our advanced Starseed group. So super pumped about that. Enough of my talking. Let's do this, shall we? So let's connect in. So I just want you to take a nice deep breath. Energy is really wild right now. So here's a little tip that I'm going to show you. There's 2 pressure points right here, like where the sink-in happens. You're just going to rub them in a circular motion. That's going to sort of bring you into balance and restoration. And then I just want you to anchor your energy and ground. And I want you to pick 1, 2, or 3. All right, here we go. Number 1s. Nice and easy. You're going to make some big decisions, though. Okay, I'm going to do an overall for the 27th. Oh, that came out really easy too. Holy man. Okay. So the energy, like the way it comes out is always very fascinating to me. It always shows me something. And what I'm seeing is like there's this little bit of overlap between all of us. So you might resonate with 1, 2, and 3 once I read them. But I want you to check in and be, is it 1, 2, or 3, or a combination of both? And that's going to be your primary message. So this is the message that Spirit has for you, or your ascendant energies have for you. And I just channel that information through. And then we have something very specific on the 27th for the 27th, which is great. So I'm going to get to that at the end. How to navigate this activation energy. And September, so good. It is a massive activation month. It's going to feel whirlwindy. It's going to feel a bit spinny, a little confusing. You might hit your dark night of the soul if you haven't done that already, and hyper speed through that process. So there's going to be a little bit of up and down in our fluctuation of how we're feeling. But it's for evolution. It's absolutely stunning, beautiful. I'm going to quickly check the comments and then let's get to number one. Let me just scroll down. Well, hey, hi. All right, here we go. Let's start with number ones. Okay, this is something that I didn't anticipate having to share on a public forum. This is what I share in the membership because it's private and we can talk about all this crazy stuff. But there is a particular frequency that is mermaid energy, and that is really being activated for the last week or a little bit longer than that, actually. So I'm feeling like those of you that resonate with mermaid realm, or you just have this love affair with mermaids for no reason, um, this is this is you. This is activation for the crystalline coding with that. So you're going to be feeling a little bit more. Basically, what it means, your ability to tap into universal wisdom in regards to our ocean life or Gaia's bloodline. Like the ocean, the water is her bloodline. So you're going to be feeling a lot of Gaia. You're going to be feeling her energy, her shifts. You're going to be feeling the ocean shifts, the deep depths of the ocean. And there is a lot of hidden secrets in there. So you might be getting these epiphanies or these very bizarre dreams. But they're all a message for you. And if you identify as a starseed or really like a channeler, a purpose bringer, bringing universal wisdom to this planet, if you feel that in you, you're going to have to pay attention to your dreams and the things that are coming through for you, because there's a lot of deep wisdom and information that needs to sort of springboard forward with what we're about to go through over the next year. So pay attention, write it down. You're getting a lot of downloads is what I'm trying to say. The other piece of this, if you don't resonate with any of that, is this week is all about self-care in a very self-whole, indulging way. So there's strong messaging for number ones. Put yourself first. Make sure that you are feeling restored, rejuvenated, that you're taking your quality me time, that you're doing your healing, you're detoxing, you're me-toxing, right? Like get into those energy baths, get into your journaling, get into your self-conversation, surround yourself with people that build you up. Avoid this week, especially the 27th, darlings, all week, avoid toxic energy, avoid toxic people, conversations, what toxins in your body. Like just try and get yourself into a really high vibration, because there's going to be a lot of information for you. Number one, so you're going to be really feeling the shift on the 27th. And it does to me very much feel like a rebirth. So something in your life is being reborn, and that could be a relationship coming more to life, or pregnancy, or like actual pregnancy, or conceptualizing ideas, notions, self-worth. But there's a rebirthing process about to happen for you, and this is the onset of it. All right, let's go into number twos. Totally different vibe for number twos. Now, I am hearing very heart-centered this week. Definitely connect into what brings me joy and who do I want to be. Alicia and I recorded a really interesting podcast this morning that'll be out later. I'm not sure when, I have to ask Nikki, but this week, about who we are in the world and how to figure out who we are and why we are who we are. And so number two is I feel like you're having a lot of who do I want to be? Who do I want to bring to the world? What pieces of me aren't working for me? What pieces of me do I really want to expand and grow on? So there's a lot of like internal conversation and very compassionate, so keep it compassionate, in that heart awareness, that soulful awareness, that internal compass is really being like, okay, this is the soul essence. This is what we are. This is what we want to bring to the world. So you're going to have a lot of beautiful clarity, but some of it might feel a little bit heavy in if you're longing for love or partnership or soul purpose, and you're just going to be feeling the depths of it a little bit more this week. So just be very patient with yourself. But this is like that, what do I want to do and be in this world energy for you. So to navigate that, I feel that there's a very strong, you have the opportunity to receive full effing clarity this week. There's like this crossing of a bridge that I keep seeing, or this initiation into sort of energy. Clarity is there for you. So you've got to figure out, how am I going to clear up my mind? So it's very connected to that number one. I was saying they're very connected across the board. But how can I clear the mind? How can I go into my heart? How can I go into my compassion? How can I go into my truth and discover what it is I desire, or what my soul is asking me to bring forward? So the clarity opportunity is there. I'm hearing 5 days, so you're going to feel that Friday probably the most, and Saturday's the 27th. So the closer to the 27th, the more clarity is there for you. So clear, empty the mind, dump out stuff in a journal just to get it out of mind, out of sight, sort of thing, out of thought, and allow the universal law of inspired action to work through you, for you, with you, okay? And then that clarity is going to come. But it is definitely like this initiation sort of energy, this activation, this like, that's what it is. So that's really cool. All right, let's go into number threes. It's hot and heavy. Oh, it's sexy too. Number threes, you're going to have a great week. It's like passion and, oh, it's so like sassy and feisty and lovely. It's like, it's really, really good, but it's like hot energy. So I feel like on one piece, there's going to be this massive transition in your confidence, really boosting your confidence. And not that that's going to happen external, it's going to happen internal. So again, this across the board, we're all having these like, step in things. So number threes, there's a lot of confidence coming your way. Not so much in just, I feel like you're a little bit more advanced in that as well. And it's just going to go to a whole new level. But it's going to come from that foundation piece of trust. So you're really being guided, number threes, to work on trusting the process, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your desires, trusting the next step forward, trusting that if I can conceive it, I can receive it. If I can conceive it within my mind, I can absolutely receive it within my reality. Trust that process. It's almost like this is my order. Thank you very much. So be it. What else do I want? So whenever I'm working on co-creating with universal flow or manifesting, it's like going to a restaurant. You put your order into the waiter, and then you sit and you enjoy a drink or an appetizer or the conversation or whatever. You just sit and relax and wait, and you know your food's coming to you. That is the trust that they're asking you to embody this week, to really work on that. So I am willing to let go of doubt. I have let go of doubt. I am willing to step into trust. I am ready to trust. I am so willing to trust myself. I believe in myself. Like those types of conversations. Like up it a lot this week. Like all the focus on, yeah, I am the creator of my experience, and I am worthy of these desires, and I am receiving them. That's it. That kind of vibe. So that's really exciting for you guys, because you're going to see some, over the next, I'm hearing 3 to 4 months specifically. Number threes, you're going to see a lot of receiving. You're going to be like, and stepping in, stepping in, stepping in, check, check. It's like you're checking off that manifestation list or that desire list, which is really cool. Okay, so let's talk specifically about the 27th and how we can use this energy opening, because it does feel like a gateway opening. This new moon, it's very strong. It's very gold energy, but there's this like, use your power appropriately. So I think this applies forever and always, but specifically to this new moon energy. Use your power appropriately. And what I mean by this is, you don't need to twiddle your thumbs and hem and haw about what it is you want. You need to be crystal clear with your intention. I desire, and I am ready, and I am blank. So if you want love in your life, no like, oh, I don't know if they exist, there's not a lot of good fish in the sea. Like, don't bullshit yourself. None of that. Get all negative conversation out on the 27th, in and around it, probably all week, but more so on the 27th. This isn't a diddly daddly energy. This isn't a, like, on the 27th, stay hyper focused about what your intentions to create are. Stay hyper focused on your self-actualization. Stay hyper focused on, this is what I am creating and sowing, mastering into my life. This is what I'm putting into motion. And own it, fiercely on the 27th. It is very gold energy. If you're seeing a lot of gold, or you're seeing a lot of like royalty stuff, like symbolically like crowns, gems, thrones, stuff like that, that is universal flow. That is your ascended energy smacking you upside the head of like, step in, step up. And that gold energy is all about your internal power, the light, the beauty, the essence, the incredible thing that you are. So on the 27th, I want you to see yourself the way I would. I would look right into your soul and be like, ooh, let's celebrate this. And for those of you that know me and have worked with me, you know how much I love you, and it is real. So I want you to see yourself in full love, in admiration, in deserving, in worthy, and don't waste any time in doubt or lower thought. I want you to go right into, yep, this is for me, and I'm ready. So own that, okay? It's going to be gorgeous. Whatever you're putting your focus on is what you're going to be experiencing. So no doubt, gang. This is all about I am worthy, man. So I love that. One of my mantras, if you have a really hard time with it, I used to use all the time. I am a daughter of the divine. So it can be I am a child of the divine. I am a daughter of the divine, whatever you resonate with. I am a daughter of the divine. Therefore, all of my needs will always be met. And in order for me to evolve, it's a requirement for me to experience this. And like, I love that one. All right. That is all, my darlings. Registration is still open for moving from Survive to Thrive. My favorite thing in the whole wide world to teach, and this is the very last month that I will be teaching it live. So it will go to pre-recorded purchasing after that. This is all about the deep dive into universal law, understanding the quantum field. And I break it down so digestible, gang. If you really want to create the life that you deserve, and if you really want to understand how to use energy and how to use your power, this is the course. And when we do it live, you get to ask questions live, and you get meditations, and like, oh, it's so good. It will change your whole life. It will transform your whole reality if you put it into use. So I feel honored to have been teaching it for this past year. I have so much going on that I can't dedicate that much time to it anymore. So September's my last month teaching it live. And I would love for you to join me. And if you're interested, just reach out. I have a little few extra things that I can throw in for you, so reach out to me. All right, I love you guys. Mwah. Rock the hell out of this week, please. Celebrate yourself. Stay brave, bold, raw, and all the positive thoughts on the 27th. And I can't see what unfolds for all of us. All right, have a great one.